I had a favorite tree in my backyard. I saved it from a different part of the yard where my dad was going to mow it over, and I watched it grow up. And so that was my favorite tree growing up, and it was Sara's tree. Most major utilities employ an arborist. We touch so much of the trees in an area that it really helps to have a professional on staff to make sure that all the best practices are being followed. When people say I'm a tree hugger, I say, well, I love trees, so in that sense I'm a tree hugger, but I'm also a realist in the fact that you know, you can't always save every tree, and in a lot of cases you don't want to, especially if it's hazardous, causing a problem, if it's poisonous or things like that. There's just not always a place for every tree in every situation. My mom took us camping at Girl Scout camp, and it was the first time I really got to go out and play and sleep outside and enjoy nature.
Prior to the New Hampshire UES raid case, vegetation control was managed by the local electric operations managers. They are the ones putting the schedules together, managing the crews, bidding out the work, reviewing quality control, dealing with customers, ensuring that our vegetation control standards were adhered to, etc.
We're operations people where our main function is to keep the lights on. So vegetation management is definitely a piece of it, but it added a pretty burdensome time with us. So it was a lot of efforts for us. And
so Sarah and I had some correspondence, and I talked to her on the phone, and I said, you know, I've got a couple of folks I'd like to bring over. She's like, oh geez, I'd really like to come to Unitil.
So I'll just a bump of that slightly, double the core work, drop down mid-cycle, and then refigure out the totals, put them together with our work plan, and then I'll run them by you. It's hard being a mom and wanting to be like the best I possibly can be at my job. It's hard to be best at both things. I once heard a speaker say, you can be the world's best CEO or you can be the world's best mom, but you can't be them both at the same time. I was like, I still think that I can be the best. Keep up. Okay, come on.
We met in New Jersey at a rink in Wallington, and
you telling the story for us?
He's telling it. And I played goalie, and she came in with some friends, and she was wearing a Ranger jersey, and I'm being a Ranger fan. I went over and I did the tried pulling the sly move of. You know, are you so and so? You know, just made up a name like Jessica. What did I say? Jessica, Allison or something. Allison's sister.
I got your number because you were a goalie, and goalies are a hot commodity. So it was like whenever you need a goalie.
I thought it was good looking.
That too. Declan is 6 months.
Hi.
He was born on New Year's Day. He's a New Year's baby. Decided to move up here because we thought it would be a really great place to live. We love the community and it fits our lifestyle. We like to be outside and there's lots of good hockey programs.
She says, I'd really like to start on this date, which was a Friday, I believe. And I said, oh, you don't want to start on Monday? She goes, no, I think I want to start on that Friday. That's, you know what that day is, don't you? I said, no, I don't know what that day is. She goes, that's Arborist Day, and I think that would be really cool. So, again, I think it says a lot about her passion for the position, and just it's great to see. You want to see that. I mean, I want to see that with my own kids when they go get a job.
My role is to bring in the environment perspective as far as trees and wires coexisting, and we need power every day. Everyone needs power. It's critical, but we also need the environment, and it's a big part of our life.
Yeah, of course I'm concerned with the safety aspect of it. The first time Sarah and I actually hung out, she was on call, and she had to go out to trees down in New Jersey, and she had to be part of a tree crew. I guess it's, in one aspect, it's kind of almost a role reversal, you know, from when I was in Iraq, and I would have to call and say, you know, I'm safe.
She's very personal with folks, and in her job she's going to have to deal with a lot of conflict resolution. Customers that are upset that we maybe prune their trees too much.
We have trees all around us, so people think that they always know what's best for the tree, which is why having somebody that can say, oh, I'm a certified arborist, I know what I'm doing, because you can explain why you need to make certain cuts, and you know why you need to get clearance and how the tree grows back, and that's always a big plus.
It's very important that, you know, we communicate. It's very important that we tell why we're doing what we're doing, how it translates to improved reliability.
In this instance, we were able to open it up a little bit and let the tree grow around the wires, sort of a V or a U pruning. It's not the best case scenario because you still have the danger of all those small branches swaying and breaking off in storms or wind, and obviously it's not the most aesthetically pleasing, but it does allow a tree that was previously there or planted in the wrong place to still be in your neighborhood. Generally, we try to train trees when they're younger to grow away from the power lines, and any new growth that comes off, we direct to go away from the power lines, go through and be able to serve customers with safe and reliable electric.
The first thing that comes to mind is energy. There's very few people I've ever come across that have the amount of energy that she has, and she by far exceeds that. I mean, everything she does is at 100%, and you know, she just, I don't know how she does it when it comes down to, you know, finding the time to work, take care of Declan. Everything she did, it was just, there's always energy involved, and that energy, you see it carrying over to the people that she works with and the people that are around her.
If I feel strongly about something, I just go at it 100%. You can get me talking about trees and I won't even know what time it is, and I'll go on and on forever. So I think just the passion and the caring for what I do is what makes me so energetic.